How's it going, everyone? I want to talk about Cheetah Net Supply, CTNT. I know this is not a stock. I know this is a very painful stock. I know the people who are in it are, grieving. It's not funny when someone loses this much money. It's down 34%, and it had they did if you look at the news, the Cheetah Net Supply Chain Service announces a pricing of 1.49 million follow on public offering. So this is why, and I only make this video is because I did trade this with my Discord. It made some money. It made actually decent profit if you trade it right. But here's the thing: you want to only trade it based on what the system tells you. If you have a strategy, back test it. This strategy definitely works. This strategy tells us what the EMAs are doing. If price goes to those EMAs, the algos did their mission, and you make the new downward move. I've seen it too many times with pennies where it goes up and then it plummets down. They do this massive pump here to lure in all the retail traders, and so when it goes plummeting down, they think it's a very good discount. Maybe so, right? And it's not the case for CTNT, and it's not the case for a lot of stocks. So here's CTNT. I'm going to talk about my system. If you're not part of the Discord, I highly recommend it. I promise you, I will not get you into these pumps and dumps like this. Once price reverts to the mean, I'm out. I will take my 10 to 20% profit, be fine with it, and move on to the next one. Like I said, I did trade this one before. It was a harder stock, definitely, but there was still money to be made. So CTNT, what I like to look for is the three bands here is the exponential moving average. If you do not touch the ATR4, which is this bottom band, that is a plus setup, buy zone, and all that, then we have to trade it based on a different way. And the way we're going to trade it is based on the exponential moving averages, a low K value, and time distance. And if you look at anything price in history, it doesn't matter what you trade. All price, when price goes away, it goes to the EMA 5, 10, and 20. It kind of magnets to it. We're looking for very big time distance. Like, as you can see here, the EMA 20 doesn't get touched for a while, and then it goes back to it. When you hit the upper band, it sells off and all that. And that's kind of what we're seeing, what I saw on CTNT. So when I took this trade, I waited about 7 to 8 daily candles. And there was many times that I could got out. So I accumulated a lot of this. And if you do the trend channel, and that's really what I want to pinpoint, guys, for doing this strategy. If you do a trend channel and there's no ATR4, that's the best thing you can do, guys. So what happened is we wait a couple, we've got to get time distance. We'll never trade the first red candle down. Just don't ever do it. Sure, it could go up. Like you see this big red candle, never buy it. Let it consolidate or let it give time distance. And a lot of people call this a falling knife. It really is a falling knife. You could get lucky or you could be terribly wrong and buy this way up in the $1 zone and it's now down at 26 cents. So yes, do not ever buy it. And the time distance is really what counters the falling knife. And so what happens is we have all this time distance. We know we have to hit the EMA 5, and we haven't hit it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 daily candles. That's why this one was one of the hardest. So, yes, there was still money to be made, and there was these massive pumps right in here that correlated all of it. And this one was a spiker in the after hours. I remember playing this many times. I'll even show you guys if you guys are in the Discord. I'm free. I'll show you guys everything that's been the good and the ugly, right? CTNT was a little harder trade. I had to break even on one of it. I had a 50-cent average, and I was just, I just want to get out of the trade. But the two times before, I made 9% and 11%. A lot of the pennies are going to run after hours, so you do want to make sure that you have a broker that can trade after hours. This thing ran nicely on these two times. And this is my journal for swing trading in the past month here. And it's just been very nice taking conservative. Even with this red, ugly market, we're still to maintain a very high win ratio because this strategy works. I'm here to prove it. And I think a lot of people need to be confident, ignore the emotions. When the market's red, take advantage of it. Buy those dips and sell at the EMA 5, 10, and 20. So here's what we have here, and it's just been absolutely brutal, right? It just kept going down and down. And if you look at the low K values, usually when you see at the 2, you get a little spike here and there. And I did take the trade off when I broke even. I said, you know what? I'm taking it off at this EMA 5, and that's what it hit. I accumulated a lot on this, and I just sold it. And what happens is the first EMA 5 is oftentimes a rejection. We hit it, go down, rejection, hit it, go down, and then we're due for the EMA 10, and that's what made this big bull move here. We can definitely go above it, absolutely. But here's the math and formula. Anything that don't touch the EMA 10 in 1 month is really long. So 521. Obviously, CTNT is a different beast. 521 to 702. That's about over a month. And so that's why a lot of people were looking for that bull action here. And it just kept, consolidating. And this is the area where I'm telling you guys, you need to get out. I don't care if you're down 5%. Even if I know you want to be green, but you got to get out, guys. Price gets very close to the EMA 20, almost to the T of it. And it just didn't quite get there. But, with the consolidation and all that, if you accumulated right, this could have been a nice, solid trade, could have made, pretty nice returns. I told my Discord members, I was like, I'm out. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking the price action. I'm going to break even and take I made 20% overall on CTNT. Take the gains, get out, hit the EMA 10. That is where algos tend to make the big correction here. As you can see, to a T, we hit the 10 and we go down. We hit the 10 and we go down. We hit the 10 and we go down. That yellow band here. So the one thing I will say for CTNT, we are due for an EMA 20 touch. This does not count. It got super close, but it does not count. So what we want to look for is time distance. We want to develop a new trend. We're going to have a new trend channel. This is not enough candles to really see, or you can do a longer term. Look for a longer term trend. I think you got to do what really makes sense. This one makes sense. Do the highs here, do the lows right in here. I would think a bounce would happen at 20 cents if it gets there. I'm not saying it's going to get there. It doesn't have to. As you can see for the longer term trend, we didn't get any bounces at the bottom trend. We just got very close and started bouncing. So, yeah, that's CTNT. I'm rooting on. I definitely want all the bulls to win. I'm rooting you guys on, but I'm just saying stick to a system. And I'm here over 4,000 members in the Discord. This system really does work, guys. We're targeting consistent targets because we don't know what can happen. I will tell you this though: most of the big moves, offerings, terrible news, whatever it could be, are happening at the EMA 10 area, EMA 10 and mid EMA 20. This area right here is extremely dangerous. When you see above the EMA 10, near the EMA 20, or in the middle, it's extremely dangerous. You need to exit your positions, guys. You need to take the profit you had. You would only be buying under the EMA 5, and you could have made massive money on CTNT. But, a lot of people kept holding to the pumpers and saying, well, a lot of people are saying this is going to go to $1. It is not going to $1. It's just, for it to go to $1 will be insane. I just can't see it happening, guys. The upper band is at like 96 cents. You can't really correlate past results to future results. You can't really say, well, this move, if it went all the way up here, it will do that again. And that's really what made me lose a lot as a beginner trader. I looked at price, I would look at CTNT and say, this thing went pre-market, I believe $40 that one time, or after hours. And then I'll be like, oh, it's $1, it's super cheap. Or it's $2, it's cheap, $3, $4. There's not really any rationale. Like, you're just naming numbers. There's not really a system to that. So penny stocks are penny stocks. They're all junk. They're all get in and get out. You just got to remember that anything under $1 is extremely risky. It's not fundamentally sound, and there's a reason why it's there. The market is never wrong. I will say that. The market knows where to price stocks. There's a reason why Nvidia is way up. There's a reason why CTNT is down here. It needs money. It had to do an offering. The company is just not there. There's still good money to be made. As you can see, 10%, 30% in 2 days. 40% gain. I mean, you go from 40 cents all the way up to 60. Very good money to be made. But yeah, I would look for this lower trend channel for the new bulls. For the ones that are are hurting from it, you're more than welcome to join this Discord. I promise you, I'm going to work my butt off to make you guys profitable. We had tons of members in here, tons of people that were unprofitable and now are profitable from their big mistakes they had, just like CTNT or FFIE. Big mistakes made, but now are profitable or are getting there. If you want to join, click the link down below in the YouTube comments or in the description. It'll be pinned. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Please read how to subscribe if you have an Android. Avoid scammers. I'll never message or DM you first. Head on over to Server Shop on the right over here. You'll see the two services I offer: swing trading and day and swing trading. The day and swing trading plus is $12 a month, and it is the most value you're going to get. More alerts, more stuff, and a high win ratio. My swing trading has been, I am very on fire, over 95% win ratio. Same with my day and swing trading plus, and I had the proof to prove it. You can more welcome look at my RTK journal. I'm very transparent. I give exact entries, exact exits to your phone, and why I take the trade based on this system. No bias, not what I think, it's what the system tells me. So for $12 a month, if you do subscribe, do it on your computer, you'll pay the flat fee of $12 a month, and you'll have access to everything. Day trade education, images, videos to watch, all past and future knowledge, day trade alerts, meta. We did calls. Why did we do calls? Because the system alerted it and went over 150% returns. Everybody was able to make money. RTK Journal will show you my wins and losses, my active trades, and all that. And a new feature added is RTK Livestream. You can look and view me on live. I will go and show you guys my exact setups, talk to you, psychology, anything you need, and all this. Everything's good, guys. So I just wanted to really just give a breakdown, talk about it, CTNT. If I do take it, maybe at the 20-cent range. It doesn't mean it has to go there. That's just the best risk versus reward according to a trend channel that is respected and makes the most sense. Because as you can see, we have a trend channel. Here's the upper. We have rejections here. So it makes sense to buy right in there. Hope to see you guys in the next video. If you guys join the Discord, I would love to have you. And I will make you guys profitable. That I guaranteed. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.